ever pondered over why action might be superior to inaction? We're diving into this profound question today, drawing wisdom from an ancient text that has guided countless lives, the Bhagavad Gita. In its 3rd chapter, verse 8, the Gita implores us to perform your obligatory duty because action is indeed better than inaction. A seemingly simple statement, yet packed with a world of meaning. This verse nudges us to consider the importance of action in our lives, the significance of performing our duties, and the consequences that come with inaction. We're not just talking about grand gestures or heroic deeds here. It's about the small, everyday tasks, the mundane yet meaningful actions that weave the fabric of our existence. It's about showing up, about being present, about contributing to the world in our own unique way. In the next few minutes, we are going to explore this verse in detail. Let's dive into this ancient wisdom. Perform your obligatory duty because action is indeed better than inaction. This verse, hailing from the Bhagavad Gita, is a profound piece of advice that holds universal relevance. First, let's break down the concept of obligatory duty. In the context of the Bhagavad Gita, it refers to the responsibilities or actions we must undertake as part of our roles in life. It could be as a parent, a teacher, a friend, or even as a citizen. These duties aren't just tasks we have to do. They're integral parts of our identities, shaping us and the world around us. Now let's look at the latter part of the verse. Action is indeed better than inaction. It's a simple statement, but it carries a heavy weight of truth. Life is a series of actions, decisions, and consequences. By choosing to act, we engage with life. We learn, grow, and shape our own destinies. Inaction, on the other hand, leaves us stagnant at the mercy of circumstances. But why does the Bhagavad Gita emphasize action over inaction? The answer lies in the essence of life itself. Life is dynamic, ever-changing, and full of possibilities. To engage with life, we must act. When we perform our duties, we participate in the flow of life, contributing to the grand tapestry of existence. This verse isn't just applicable to the context of ancient Hindu scriptures. In fact, its wisdom can be applied universally, regardless of cultural or religious backgrounds. It's a call to action, a nudge to get us moving, to engage with life rather than merely exist. It's a reminder that our actions, no matter how small, have an impact on the world around us. So we've unpacked this verse and understood its essence. We've seen how it encourages us to perform our duties and engage with life through action. But why does action hold such a significant place in our lives? As we can see, this verse calls us to rise and act. But why is action so essential? Let's find out. Opening. Why does action hold such a significant place in our lives? Let's delve into this. When we talk about action, we don't just mean physical movement. Action encompasses decisions, choices, and the steps we take to bring about change. It's the driving force behind personal growth. Each action we take, no matter how small, is a stepping stone towards becoming a better version of ourselves. It's through action that we learn, grow, and evolve. Consider a seed. It's laden with potential, but until it's planted and nurtured, that potential remains unrealized. Similarly, our capabilities and talents are the seeds. Action is the water and sunlight that allows these seeds to blossom. Now let's shift the lens to a broader perspective. Action isn't just about personal growth, it's also about societal contribution. Every action we take has a ripple effect. It impacts the people around us, the community, and even the world at large. It's through our actions that we can contribute positively to society, be it by helping a neighbor, volunteering at a local shelter, or simply spreading kindness and positivity. But it doesn't stop there. Action plays an essential role in life satisfaction as well. Engaging in meaningful activities can boost our mood and overall well-being. It gives us a sense of purpose and fulfillment. The simple act of accomplishing a task can give us a sense of achievement and satisfaction. Moreover, there's the psychological aspect to consider. When we're active and engaged, we're less likely to fall into the traps of overthinking or ruminating. Action acts as a distraction, giving our minds something concrete to focus on. It's a natural antidote to stress and anxiety. So action in all its forms is a catalyst. It propels us towards growth, contributes to society, enhances our life satisfaction, and safeguards our mental health. Closing, as we've seen, action can lead us to growth and fulfillment, but what happens when we choose inaction? What could possibly go wrong if one chooses to stay inactive? That's a question many of us have pondered. Inaction, or the lack of action, seems harmless on the surface. After all, if we're not doing anything, how can we possibly do anything wrong, right? But let's delve a little deeper. Inaction, in its most basic form, represents stagnation. It's like a car idling in the driveway. The engine is running, but the vehicle isn't going anywhere. You're not moving forward, nor are you moving backward. You're simply stuck in place. And while this may feel comfortable or safe, it's not a place of growth or progress. Inaction also signifies missed opportunities. Think about the last time you hesitated to take a risk or make a decision. Perhaps it was a job offer you declined because you were afraid of change, or a relationship you didn't pursue because of fear of rejection. In those moments of inaction, you may have missed out on potential growth, learning, or joy. And then there's regret. Regret is a powerful emotion, often born out of inaction. It's the feeling of looking back and wishing you'd done things differently. It's the "what could have been" that haunts us in the quiet moments. It's the realization that had you taken that chance, made that move, or taken that step, your life might be different. Inaction, then, isn't just about doing nothing. It's about the potential for growth, happiness, and fulfillment that we miss out on when we choose not to act. It's about the dreams we don't pursue, the goals we don't achieve, and the lives we don't live. Inaction, as it turns out, can be more harmful than we realize. So, how can we ensure we're more active and less passive? It's a question that begs for an answer, and we'll explore that in the next scene. But for now, let's ponder on the consequences of inaction and let it motivate us to embrace the power of action. How can we make sure we are more active in our everyday lives? This question often lingers in our minds. Well, there are practical steps that can help us embrace action more readily. The first step is setting clear and achievable goals. Now, don't mistake this for setting low standards. Instead, these goals should be something that motivates you, challenges you, and yet is within your reach with the right amount of effort and commitment. Remember, it's not just about reaching the goal, but also enjoying the journey. Next, we need to break our tasks into manageable steps. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, as the adage goes. Large tasks may seem daunting when viewed as a whole. However, when broken down into smaller, manageable tasks, they become less intimidating and more achievable. This way, we can keep the momentum going and find satisfaction in completing each step, propelling us forward towards the ultimate goal. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room, procrastination. We've all been there, putting off tasks for later, only to find ourselves overwhelmed when the deadline looms. The key to overcoming procrastination is simply to start. It might be difficult at first, but once you take that first step, you'll find it easier to keep going. Remember, progress, no matter how small, is still progress. Another way to embrace action is to maintain a positive mindset. It's easy to get bogged down by setbacks and disappointments, but it's crucial to remember that these are temporary. With a positive mindset, we can bounce back from these setbacks, learn from our mistakes, and continue on our path towards achieving our goals. Lastly, celebrate your victories, no matter how small. Every step forward, every task completed, every goal achieved is a validation of your efforts. Celebrating these victories not only boosts your morale, but also motivates you to keep going. With these strategies, you can become a person of action, performing your obligatory duties and reaping the benefits of an active life. So what should we take away from this ancient verse? Well, this timeless wisdom from the Bhagavad Gita has offered us a profound insight into the essence of life. It teaches us that action, no matter how small, is superior to inaction. We've explored the importance of action, its role in shaping our lives, and the potential pitfalls of inaction. We've also delved into practical ways to embrace action, from setting achievable goals to cultivating a mindset of resilience. Life is a canvas, and our actions are the strokes that paint our destiny. Every decision we make, every step we take contributes to our journey. It's crucial then that we don't shy away from our responsibilities, but rather embrace them and act with purpose and conviction. The choice to act or to remain idle is ours to make, But remember, as stated in the Bhagavad Gita, perform your obligatory duty, because action is indeed better than inaction.